I tell you what is a weird thing though, right? To go and get your bike from its MOT that it's passed, then the bike not starting, getting it charged, and then jump started, and everything, and then still have that MOT. Doggy, doggy. I think they'd be like, hang on, get it back in, we need to do a quick test. But whether the bike reliably starts or not, apparently isn't part of it. The annoyance, right? I go to the same, well, I've been to the same place 3 times now. Twice with the VFR, once with my SV. And every time I've gone, I've just been slightly annoyed. Every time, it's not been a smooth experience. So I'm probably not gonna go there again. Like, it's not, like, the place I go, it's not bad, if you know what I mean. I've never had like anyone be rude to me or anything, not really, and everything ends up being okay in the end, and I've never been charged or overcharged for anything. But I'm just slightly wound up every time I need to go. Like I took my SV650 in, right, and I think it was less than 6 months or so after I'd bought it from the Superbike factory. They told me they'd replaced the fork seals. I knew before the bike went in for its MOT that the fork seals were leaking, but I thought, I'll put it in for its MOT in case anything else needs to get done, and I can all get it done in one. And I said to the guy, do you also do the bike repairs? And he went, oh no, we've got someone else that'll do that for you, not a problem. I went, oh good. Okay, so yeah, goes in for its MOT, fails for the fork seal, obviously. It's a free retest, so I don't really care. I say, can you get it done? And he's like, oh yeah, I don't know when though. At the time, I had the VFR as well, so I wasn't overly bothered. I had the VFR as well, or I had the my cruiser, my Suzuki Intruder, one of the two. I had another bike basically, so I wasn't overly concerned about the time frame. And it took like over half a week to get fork seals and a retest done. Keeping in mind, when I needed my fork seals done on the VFR, and I took it to oh god, MKD, I think. I should probably like etch that somewhere, because he's like fantastic, right? So take it in, it gets done while you wait essentially, and you just sort of nattering and playing with the dogs the entire time. Fantastic place, couldn't recommend highly enough. Yeah, I got both fork seals done in the space of a Saturday morning. But again, I was annoyed that it was taking so long at the time, but I wasn't needing the bike back quickly, right? So it wasn't really that big of a deal at the time. Sometime after I took the VFR in, right, and I'd over tightened the chain the day before. My mistake was I was putting it on the center stand to do the chain adjustment. I didn't realize that when you do that and then you put the bike down again, it tightens the chain up more. But anyone who's ever had a VFR will know how easy it is to do chain adjustments. It's literally a 17mm like bolt that you slacken off, and then you can just use like a punch or a screwdriver and a hammer and just tap like the ring around, or as I found out, I have the tools for it under the seat. You can do it in like 2 minutes. And I said, oh, can you just like slacken it off for me then? And he's like, no, we're really busy. And I'm like, it takes a couple of minutes. Oh, don't worry, I'll pay you for your time, wherever. And he's like, no, we can't, we're too busy. So I had to go to the garage with my tools. For the 2 minutes it took me, like one of the guys was just wandering around doing fuck all. And then like I could drive it away. So that annoyed me, right? I was thinking, it's such an easy job. Why are you not doing such an easy job? I mean, I could see why you go, oh, I don't want to do that. It's too expensive. It's no, you know, we won't be able to charge for it. It's not long enough or whatever. But I was like, no, I'll give you some money for it. Just get it done, so I don't have to piss around myself. But they point blank refused. And then I turn up on Monday morning, 10 o'clock sharp, the time of which my appointment was booked, right? They've got literally cars out the door. So I squeeze alongside, park up, let him know that I'm here, give him my number, and I said, how long is it going to be? He goes, oh, about half an hour. It's like, oh, fantastic, right. I went for a wander around Southport. Oh, slight aside, have you ever wandered around like a city centre, like a town centre, on a weekday, and looked at the absolute dregs of humanity that exist in that space? Horrible. Yeah, I actually ended up just sitting on a park bench watching YouTube videos for an hour, right? So it took me an hour to get back. Yeah, so it took me like an hour, and the VFR was parked on the pavement outside, which annoyed me slightly because I was thinking, like, if I get a bloody ticket because you stuck my bike on the pavement, and he's like, oh, we haven't done it yet. I was like, and he sort of goes, oh, we didn't know you were coming. I'm like, yeah, but I phoned up last week, made an appointment, 10 o'clock. He goes, oh yeah, we didn't, we thought you just turned up. I was like, no, I spoke to someone. I've got no idea who I spoke to. But I've got like the caller log. Yeah, another hour it took. Another hour. So I was like, my half an hour turned into 2. And of course, it failed. The back brake wasn't putting the rear brake light on. And I'll be honest with you, I'd never check it because I don't use the back brake. I forget it exists. For context, I replaced the front brakes when I got the bike. And I looked at the back brake and the pads are quite thin. I was like, oh no, they look alright for now. So I'll just leave it. And I've done over like 8,000 miles since, and it's still not an advisory. So that's how little I use the back brake. But yeah, it was I was jet washing it on the Saturday. Was it a Saturday or Sunday? I was giving it like a good jet wash, and because I couldn't be bothered to scrub it down because it was raining. Oh yeah, it would have been the Saturday. I just basically held the jet wash really close to the chain, and I must have, you know, knocked a loose cable or something, because I think it cost me just around like 40 quid in total for the MOT and whatever repair they needed to do. But again, for that reconnecting the switch, it took an entire day. It took Tuesday. So I'd rather go somewhere that doesn't have you wait too long. I mean, I can appreciate if they're busy, but like, you don't, well, I've never had dominance. Dominance, yeah. Oops. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. I can appreciate if like a garage is busy. it can take a while to get around to doing like even the smallest job, but if you're busy, then stop taking on bloody work. Like, if you're too busy to get stuff done, then stop saying yes to people. Like, I've never had any issues getting an appointment booked. They'll always squeeze me in, or as I just found out, they'll just say turn up and not actually book you a spot. What's that thing floating in the air? Is it a balloon? I mean, there's nothing quite like the feeling of having your time wasted. I mean, like I said, as long as you're not in a rush for anything, it's all right. But it's just every time it just leaves me feeling mildly annoyed, and I'd rather pay more for speed. Yeah, random balloons. Oh, my hands are so cold. I mean, so far so good really, on terms of the bike's not been stuttering or anything like that. So I have high hopes of it starting after work, and it's not exactly as if I ride in a manner that's low revs. Probably that's might be my saving grace. It's my quite horrific riding style. Getting then, my son. Oh, first day back in after 2 weeks off. You know, there's nothing quite like a break from work to truly, like, send home your lack of desire to work for a living. Yeah! Charging my battery. Charging my battery. Shut up! Charging my battery. I'm charging it! It has given me the opportunity, though, to binge watch The Blacklist, which is quite a good series. Although, I'll be honest with you, like, James Spader carries the entire thing. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be worth watching, I don't think. God, I don't think I've talked this much for a week. My voice can't handle it. Oh, I can't handle the power. Nightmare. Nightmare. Charging my battery. Is it broken?